guys, welcome to the second part of my first video. It's kind of crazy because I don't typically do, sometimes I'll do a extended video, or I'll do like not even extended. I don't want to say, because I never say extended. I always say a what do I call it usually when I have extra. So it's like my way of making the video longer, but then I don't say extended feature, but I like that one. I might use that in the future. What do I normally say when I have an extended? Because I haven't done that in like the last X amount of videos, the last 4 or 5 videos. I haven't said that. But behind the scenes, or what do I say? No, not behind the scenes. I usually do behind the scenes on Instagram. When I actually do, like, say, for example, if I do like a cupcake video or something, I'll do it behind the scenes in my stories of how I did everything, how I prepped it. I'll talk about that. I'll shoot videos for that after I share the reel on Instagram, and then in my stories will be how I made the cupcake or whatever I was doing or whatever. Bonus footage. That's what I say, bonus footage. So this is bonus footage. So if you guys don't want to see the bonus footage, you guys do not have to watch it. Basically chatting with you guys now, excuse me. So this is bonus footage. This is a new day. It's actually Wednesday now. So yesterday I filmed the video. I was going to upload the video this morning. I'm glad that I didn't. Because I ended up going back to Dollar Tree today. So this is bonus footage. That's what I say, bonus footage. So if you guys want a little bit more bonus footage, you guys are welcome to watch. I do have some more items to share with y'all. So it's worthy of watching. But if you don't want to see more stuff, you're like, that's okay. It wasn't enough stuff for me to necessarily make a whole other video. I guess I could have made a whole other video on these items, but it's not a ton of stuff. But it's just some more stuff that kind of ties in from yesterday. And then I bought some items for my daughter for her upcoming project, just to kind of throw that in there. Like sometimes if you're looking for stuff for projects for school, maybe you have a college student at home. Maybe you're in college yourself and you have a project. You may have elementary school kids, middle school kids, high school kids, or whatever, and you may need some items for them. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I purchased today for her project, and then I'm going to show you guys some more stuff that I found for myself personally. That would have been things if I would have found it yesterday, would have been a part of that video. But before I do that, you guys never get a separate review video from me. I may start doing those going forward with the Dollar Tree stuff, but as I wear things, if I'm actually filming a video with you guys, I'll show you guys the lipstick that I'm wearing. This is actually a Shea Butter lipstick in the color nude. And I think this one is Ioni. I believe it doesn't say it on there, but this is how, yeah, it is. It does say it on there. I'm taking it back. It does say that on the back. It says Ioni, and this is my second time using it today. So this is the first time I opened this one up. This is what it looks like. It's like a nude color. I'm going to show you guys. I did buy the other one that looks more red, but it looks like it's burgundy, but then when it goes on your lips, it's more red. These are really nice. I was really shocked to see that this looked nude like this when I put it on. It's like a dark nude, but it's a nude color. And my favorite lipsticks and stuff are nudes. I like a really deep kind of red or purple if I decide to go that route. And then I like a bright matte red too. That looks really pretty on too, right? I think it looks really good with like dark clothes and stuff like that. I don't care if you're really, really light or really, really dark. A matte red lipstick is so pretty on everybody. I don't care if you're blonde. I don't care if you're brunette. I don't care what race you are, what color you look like, what shade, tone, skin tone, whatever. Everybody looks good, I feel. That's my opinion. Everybody, all shades look amazing in a matte bright red lipstick. But I will show you guys the other one that I purchased in my bag in a second when I go through that stuff, because I found one more. I think those sold out, and it has like a little subtle shape of like a heart on there. I don't know if you guys can see that through the packaging. I wish you could, because it's really cute, but it's a little thin stick of lipstick. It's very moisturizing. It gives off chapstick, but with tint color, if that makes sense, like a really moisturizing chapstick. So it's a really good buy. So I do have the packaging for another one, because in this Dollar Tree that I just left today, excuse me, clear my throat and stuff like that, allergies and all this stuff. Oh my goodness. If you guys go to Dollar Tree and you guys can find it, definitely pick it up. There's 2 different colors. Like I said, it's this new one that I just showed you on now, and then the other one that I showed you guys the other day. I actually wore that one on Easter Sunday, I believe. I told you guys that. So before I jump into my daughter's items for her project, I wanted to tell you guys that I did mention a friend of mine here on YouTube. She's actually one of my subscribers, and kind of starting to chat with her a little bit here and there, and she's really sweet. I did say her name was Danielle Nicole. She's the one that I follow here on YouTube. And I found the large size watermelon and pineapple like tumbler cups from watching her video. So I did mention that she was Danielle Nicole, and I would have her in my description or put her name down here at the bottom. I have not done any of that yet, but when you guys go back to my description, by the time you guys watching me right now, it's up in my description. But the name of her channel is not Danielle Nicole. That is actually the name of her Instagram. So I thought her YouTube channel was Danielle Nicole as well, but she's a really sweet subscriber and she always comments on my videos and stuff like that. So if you're watching Danny, thank you for watching my videos and being such a great subscriber. And now she follows me on Instagram as well. So I do appreciate those types of subscribers that are so dedicated to the channel. They love the channel, they comment on the channel, and I believe that she follows some of my other friends here on YouTube as well, and that's how she found me, which is amazing. So now I'm following her and I'm supporting her as well because that's what I do. I'm a smaller channel, she's a smaller channel. Even if I was a bigger channel and she was a smaller channel, I would still support her because that's what I do. I feel like we were all small channels at one time, as I still am and she is, but there's some of us that are growing and some of us that are bigger, and not that big, but some of us are bigger and some of us are really big. But it's always nice to reach out to a fellow YouTuber and check people out. So definitely, if you guys follow me and you guys love my content, definitely go over and take a glance at her stuff and, you know, check her out and see if it's something that, you know, you guys might want to follow. Definitely check her out. She's super sweet, and definitely go check her out. So her channel name will be in my description again. Her channel is called Pretty Brown Chicks, but her name is Danielle Nicole. So you guys can go check her over there out on her channel, Pretty Brown Chicks, C-H-I-X, Chicks, right? So definitely check her out. She does a lot of Dollar Tree videos and stuff, as I mentioned before. Again, her information will be in my description box. So on to the extended information from the video. My daughter has a project at school. She read The Great Gatsby in her language arts class. So she is literally needing some things for class. So she said that there's 4 people per group. One person's in charge of the music. One person's in charge of the food. They have to make a menu. That's her. And then I don't even know why she was signed up for that though, because she is a bus rider. So how is she supposed to get food back and forth to school and all this other kind of stuff? It didn't make any sense to me. Plus, I feel like the teacher dropped the ball because the teacher should have told them no actual like stuff that needs to be refrigerated. If it's like something that can sit out, definitely bring those kind of items for the party. But, you know, roasted chicken and making fruit platters and all this other, bringing that kind of stuff. Like, where is it supposed to sit during the day when my daughter doesn't even have that class until, I think she told me like it's her even day classes on Friday. So she doesn't have that class until about 12:30 or 1 o'clock p.m. Where's the stuff supposed to sit until then if you bring the stuff in the morning? It just doesn't make any sense to me, and that's how kids get sick. So to me, maybe the teacher did tell them that and my daughter wasn't listening, but my daughter, when I talked to her yesterday about it more, she never said that the teacher didn't say that. She's like, I know, right? And I'm like, yeah, so I guess the teacher, maybe she didn't tell them that. But my thing is, you'll have a bunch of kids going home sick on the weekend because they literally were eating stuff that was, you know, these were items that were out all day. There's nowhere to refrigerate things or anything. My daughter didn't say anything about, oh, the teacher said if we bring food, we can refrigerate it or whatever. That's not something that was said. And then, of course, if it's like chicken or something like that or potatoes or whatever, that stuff has to be warmed up for the party. So my thing is the teacher should have said it should have been things that, you know, like, for example, Hawaiian rolls or, you know, punches, water, you know, soda, stuff like that can be brought to the classroom, cookies, things like that, a cake, stuff like that, but nothing that needs to be refrigerated and warmed up or like any type of like meat or anything should not be included because those things are going to sit all day and somebody's going to get sick. So that part doesn't make any sense to me. And the mom in me wants to go onto the computer, onto my iPhone and email this teacher and say, where were the specifics in what to bring? Are kids going to be bringing meat, etc., fruit, things that are be sitting out all day so people can get sick? These are things that should have been said that they should not bring, da, da, da. But I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to get into it with the teacher. My daughter has an A in the classroom, so I don't want to mess with the teacher, and I don't want to say anything. But, you know, to me, that's common sense. So if you know, you already know. If you have kids and some of these teachers have some of these weird requirements and stuff, it just don't make no sense to me. So that's a whole nother story. So for my daughter, I decided since she's doing Great Gatsby, they actually have, this hook has been driving me crazy, you guys. It's a hook. Let me pull this thing out first and foremost because there's a hook on here and this hook is about to drive me crazy. It has already caught my dress several times, but I bought this. This is actually like a weight and it has a hook on it so you can actually put balloons on it. So this is what that's for. I did buy that as like a centerpiece situation for my daughter for her class. She could put that on the table. She's not going to necessarily have any balloons, but I just thought that would be cute for the table to kind of add to it. And then since my daughter is in charge of food, the teacher said they have to physically make a menu. So when I told my daughter that, she came to me yesterday and she showed me like a Xerox, not Xerox, but a school sheet of line paper where she was just dribbling, writing stuff down. I was like, Amari, I think that you probably need to turn in something possibly or fill a worksheet out, but then I think she wants you to make a physical menu. So making a physical menu, I think that, you know, you make a nice menu for like a buffet or like a special party event, birthday or something like that. You make the menu and you put it in a frame. So I bought this gold frame for her. This is actually an 8x10 and it's a 2-layer one. So it has gold around it with white in the center, and then she can actually just write, you know, draw on there and put inside of there a actual menu. And then it does have the little stand in the back, so she can actually sit this on the table. So again, my daughter is supposed to bring the food, but she should be walking through the door any minute, and then I'll have to pause the video and give her these things so she can kind of know. But I also bought a small canvas for her. She does have some canvases that I bought for her for Christmas in 2023. And it was a whole bunch of canvases, a whole bunch of different sizes. So I think she's still working on those, believe it or not. 2023, I said. I did not mistake myself. I know last year was 2024. 2023 is when I bought her this huge easel set from Michaels with a whole bunch of different size canvases and things like that. We bought her extra canvases and paint and all that stuff. So she's still working on those. But this is one for $1.25 from Dollar Tree. That picture frame was also $1.25. So this is big enough to actually do a menu on. The only thing about this one is it doesn't have a stand on it. So she would have to lean it against something. So I figured since she has this, she could maybe lean this against that or lean it. I don't know how she's going to do it. And again, she was not in charge of decorations, but I was just trying to be nice and get some stuff for her so she can take it and she can kind of decide what she wants to do. She was saying that there's a girl in charge of decorations and she was going to get like some white fancy plastic cups online. They have the champagne glasses, martini glasses or whatever at Dollar Tree, but you only get like 4. So apparently there's 30 kids in our class, but I did email her teacher a few days ago because my daughter wasn't clear on the information. And I wanted to know because you want to make sure your kid gets a good grade. It's almost the end of the school year. These are obviously like some last final projects before the kids next month in May is the last month of school. Then they're out the first couple days of June, right? Finals, and then they're done in summertime, right? Boom, almost there. Oh gosh, let's get it there. Let's get it there. Today's the 23rd or something of April, right? So anyway, so she said that the girl was supposed to be in charge of decorations, but how do we know the girl's going to get a table cover? How do you know she's going to do all the right things? So in my head, Great Gatsby era 1920s are like kind of gold, black, white. So I kind of went with the gold and the black. So I'm going to give these items to my daughter just because I don't know if the other girl's going to drop the ball or not. At least my daughter can have these things on her. And, you know, if the girl doesn't bring whatever, then they'll have these things to actually decorate with. So I bought this kind of gold. This is actually kind of nice. I'm not even really a gold person. I love silver. But the gold with the black is really nice. It looks pretty and looks pretty elegant is what I was going to say. It looks pretty elegant. So this one looks nice. So I bought this table cover. They do have a Dollar Tree in case you need this for parties or anything else for anything that you maybe need it for. This was a rectangle one, and then they also have a round table one. So if you need the round table one versus the rectangle, I'm assuming the kids are going to be in the classroom and they have to decorate their table. So I'm assuming that they sit at one little long table. That's what I'm guessing, right? And so instead of like individual like desks that you would have like in high school back in the day, I'm assuming it's a table. So I got that for her. And then I just got 1 pack of the luncheon napkins, 30, because it's supposed to be like 30 or 32 kids in her class. And if the other girl does her job, which is to bring some plates and things like that, they'll have those things, but at least these things have like a color scheme to them. And then they'll have a table cover just in case the girl doesn't bring a table cover because she may not. Who knows? You know, teenagers do some weird things. Some kids are on the ball and some are not, but I just want my daughter to be on the ball. So I then bought 2 different types of plates. So these are like the gold ones and these are the black ones. And I figured I bought these 2 same sizes. You get 24 plates. So that would be 48 plates, almost 50 plates. So that will actually feed the whole class to have a plate. And then it'll be some left over just in case somebody doesn't bring plates for whatever. And then, of course, I got the fork, knife, spoon combo. You get 16 of each. You get 16 spoons, 16 forks, 16 knives. So I did pick this up as well so my daughter can take this to school too. So I don't know how they're going to set things up and what they're going to do. The mom in me makes me want to go and set up the table and do everything. But I think the teacher wants to see how the kids are going to do things and set stuff up. So when my daughter comes through the door, I'll go ahead and give her those items. So this is the receipt that's in here. You guys, normally I save my bags, but since these things are from Dollar Tree, I'm going to go ahead and put everything inside this bag. And I'll go ahead and put all these things aside for her so that when she gets home, I can just kind of explain that to her, and that just kind of will be what it is. And then again, I have this guy. It does have the little hook on here for balloons, and we don't have any balloons currently, but this is how this looks, and that is that. Okay, so I don't know, like she was saying, somebody else, her teacher was giving them examples of like what some other people had done, put flowers with a vase on the table. And I have a ton of vases, and I have fake yellow flowers. If she wants to do something like that too, I'll just let her know. If she wants to take that, she can for decor. And she can leave the vase and the flowers at her school because I don't need to have a ton of vases and stuff. So on to my own personal stuff. These are my own personal items that I picked up. So I thought this was just pretty because it was just so bright, and now that we're away from Easter, now we're starting to get the summer stuff in the stores, and the red, white, and blue, the Americana, as they call it at Dollar Tree. I saw this. This is a flower bracelet set. You get 6 different flower bracelets for $1.25. I thought these were so pretty, and I love to do little crafts and different little things, so I figured these would probably work for that. You could also take those and you could put those around. If you buy like the glass margarita or martini glasses or wine glasses from Dollar Tree, even the plastic ones, you could take those and you could put those around the bottom. Let me show you guys how that would look. I'm not going to take it out of the packaging, but this is like one of my wine glasses that I already have at home. So say, for example, if you had company at your house and you wanted to, like, you know, differentiate who had what, or if you just wanted to look pretty and fancy for the holiday, you could just take one of these little lay flowers and put it on somebody's wine glass. Or even if you're at home just chilling and it's the summertime and the weather's nice and you just want to have, like, you could just put a pretty little flower lay over your wine glass. Or even if you're just having some lemonade, or if you're having some water or whatever, you know, some punch, some sweet tea, whatever, you could totally put one of these around it. And that will look really cute and just kind of fancy. And you can also use these, like I said, as markers. They do have those markers that go in martini glasses and stuff, like a little thing that goes around the top part of it or around the stem of it, like I showed you guys, to give different colors so you know whose drink is whose. But you basically get 2 of each color. Wait, hold on. It says 6 pieces in here. So I guess they're longer. It says it goes around your wrist, but to me it looks like it's 2 of each one. And that's how I'm feeling, you guys. Hold on. I'm just going to open it up because I'm feeling like it's 2 of each. Hold on. I guess this is, no, see, it is. It's 2 of each. But wait a minute. It says 6 pieces. It's more than 6 pieces in here. So that is not right information. So, okay, Dollar Tree, you see what I'm saying? I told you guys this is not right information. So it says 6 pieces. So this would be 2, 4, 6, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 6, yeah. So it would be, blue would be 1, green is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 colors in here, right? But you actually don't get 6 pieces. You get 12 pieces because in here you get multiples. You see that? So you get 2 of each one. The little pieces are falling on the ground. But that is wrong information. But you guys can see, y'all heard it first here. You get 12 in here, not 6. So this package says 6 on here and it's 12 in here. Unless they messed up and they put 12 in my pack and not 6 when they actually made this in the factory. But all of them that I but all the ones that I saw in the store, they were thick just like this. So I think that they all were made this way where they have 12. So that is what the case is on that. So this is how these look, and they're kind of tight. So they're supposed to be for your wrist. So if you're like going to a pool party or you're just hanging out at home and you know, you want to enjoy the summer and you're just hanging out, you can put this on your ponytail as well if you want. Not real tight because it will break. But this is like pretty for like vases. You can put it on your wine glasses. You can put it on decor, put it on your ponytail holder, things like that. But you heard it here first. My pack says 6 on there, but there's 12 in there. I think that's a typo on Dollar Tree's part because the other ones that I saw hanging, they didn't have that many left because I think people are already buying stuff up already. So jump on it if you want some things. Go in the store, look at it, walk around, see what you like and don't like because stuff will sell out quick. There are 12 pieces and not 6 in there. So check your store. If you have run across those already and you saw them, let me know. So the lipstick balm or shea butter that I was talking about is the Ioni. This one is the deep mauve, which is the one that I wore on Easter. So you guys can see the packaging. So it's the same thing as this one right here. I just took it out. And this one I already have is upstairs or it's in my car. This one's in my car actually from Sunday. So I've been using it since Sunday. But today I wanted to open this one up. So now I have 2 of kind of that red color, and then I have one of the nude. So if I do see these in the store again, I will definitely pick them up. Definitely when you see stuff at Dollar Tree, really look at it good, because some of the stuff hanging up, it may not look like it's not anything important, but it might be something good. Like this right here, I would normally pass up some of the Ioni packages, but I looked at it really good. Excuse me, and it was a really pretty lipstick. So I was like, let me look a little harder at some of the stuff. So today, I didn't really find too many lipsticks at Dollar Tree. That was the only one that I picked up. The other thing that I picked up at Dollar Tree today that I thought were really nice, these are $1.50. They're not $1.25 anymore, but these are some oversized glasses. And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Like, I love sunglasses. And like I told you guys in another video, I have some designer sunglasses, but they're ones like my mom gave me like a long time ago. And I don't even wear them because they're not my size. When I say they're not my size, like, first of all, the brands are older now. And, you know, Coach and stuff still is around, but it's like an old style. But I love a big sunglass. So see how this one is? Like, this is a big sunglasses. This is my style, and this is what I like. And these are from Dollar Tree, you guys. And like, some people would not be caught dead with some sunglasses on from Dollar Tree, but why not? If they work. I have purchased some oversized sunglasses from them before, and they totally work. If you're going on a vacation and you don't want to take your expensive sunglasses, or if you're going to the beach for the day, or if you're just traveling, you're going on a staycation or something like that, and you don't want to take your expensive sunglasses, get some of these and rock these on your trip. And then they have the cute little cases too at Dollar Tree that you can put your sunglasses in. They have them on different aisles. You got to kind of walk through the store because sometimes the sunglass cases might be on a weird aisle. It might be on the aisle. I have found sunglass cases on the aisle where you actually find like the bath bombs and shampoo and stuff. And I've also found it on the aisle where you get like freezer bags and also candy. So you just got to kind of walk through the store. You will find certain things, but you guys can see I'm shaking my hand or whatever. These glasses do not fall off my face. They are not cheap as far as like you cannot wear them. They also had ones that had a red frame. They had some more that had like a plum color frame. These are dark glasses and they work really good. They look nice. Like, if you don't know, like, especially for me, like, people see me and they're like, oh yeah, you're bourgeois. You love to wear this and you do this and you do that and you have all these different things. If you look a certain kind of way and you dress a certain kind of way, people are not even going to know that they're from Dollar Tree. Like, people, it's funny when I meet people, I'm like, no, I'm not really that bourgeois. I'm not. I'm just a normal person. I like nice things. But sometimes people will look at the type of car you drive, your jewelry, you'll look at the stuff that you have, and they're like, you shop at Dollar Tree? Or they'll be like, oh, your makeup is not such and such, or your clothes are from Ross and Target and TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Old Navy? Yes, my clothes are. Like, I just buy clothes at regular places. But it's so funny. I can have so many conversations with you guys about people over the years that have thought that I wear a certain kind of brand clothes, or because I drive a certain kind of car, or because I do this or I do that. But that's why you cannot judge people. Just because a person looks a certain kind of way to you does not mean that they're that way, because I am so down home and I'm like one of the coolest people you will meet. And I love Dollar Tree. I'm not ashamed to say it. I do shop at more expensive stores as well. As you guys see, I do different hauls on other kind of stores, and I do have certain things. And I love luxury brand. But I also, if I can buy a pair of sunglasses at Dollar Tree that look like, you know, some expensive glasses that I could have paid $150 for or more, then I'm going to go for it. Because these sunglasses, you guys, look at these. I could talk about these for a whole hour. These are really nice, and these are like very similar to sunglasses that you would buy anywhere else. So the only thing with them, of course, they are $1.50. So if you drop them on the ground, they may possibly break. So my best advice to you is to be careful, number one. Number two, if you see them again in the store and you really love them, get yourself a second pair and put them away. Maybe even spend $5, buy 4 pairs. Maybe get the burgundy, get the plum color, get the red color, and get 2 of the same brown ones so you have an extra set. What's wrong with spending $5 on 4 pairs of glasses? Like, that's to me, that's a done deal. So that's definitely something that you can do. The other thing that I picked up were these fun novelty glasses, because sometimes we like to be silly and take pictures, or I might do a different thumbnail or something funny. These are some pineapple glasses. I noticed that they only had a couple, so those are going to sell out really quick, because, you know, they get stuff in the stores and people start buying stuff for summer, because as soon as kids get out of school, they're ready to like start partying and, you know, just really relaxing and stuff like that. These are absolutely adorable. I love these so much. These little ice cream cone glasses, I had to get those. They only had a couple of each one of those glasses. So like I said, I do think some of these things I've been sharing with y'all over the last couple of days are going to go viral. Now this video is going to be longer because I have a second part to the video. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to add this to this video or just make it a whole another video. I don't know. It's probably going to be a part 2, maybe, if it's too long, because I think my first video was like 30 minutes, and I don't know if I want to add a 25-minute video on top of that. So I might have to make this a part 2 video. So this one right here is Without is the name of the brand, and this is a ready-to-drink mocktail. If you guys remember, I had the lime one that I purchased. It's a mocktail. The without alcohol hangover, it says carbonation. Without alcohol hangover carbonation, strawberry margarita. So this was the other one that I wanted to get. You can do this one chilled, on the rocks, or frozen. I did freeze the green one. I'm going to have to try it at some point because I do want to share it with you guys. Maybe I'll do it at the end of this video. I'll try that one to see how it tastes because it is in my freezer. Okay, so I might pull that out. So stay tuned at the end of the video to see me try that green one, but I'm going to freeze the strawberry one. So this is another wooden sign. So there are 4 wooden signs that are in the Americana section at Dollar Tree. The one I showed you guys yesterday, which was the ice cream truck. And then you have this car. This is so cute. And then you have the little hitch part of like a trailer. And then the 4th one is actually a tall gnome that says USA across his stomach, and he has a little nose. And I like to paint the nose brown sometimes. When I have a little nose on a wooden sign, I can make it brown to look like me. I'll do that sometimes. So there are 4 different little wooden signs. So I did pick this one up today. Of the 4, I have this one and the ice cream truck I showed you guys yesterday. So I found this today. This was the first thing that I ran across because when I first went to Dollar Tree, I went down the Americana aisle. Then I went and saw the summer stuff, and that's when I got the little lei bracelets and the little glasses. But guess what? Yesterday I showed you guys the white ones, and I was like, I think these look like little baseball caps. And these are in the Americana section, and I was like, they had white ones. I thought that was weird to only have a white cap. But when I went to this other store, because I was at a different Dollar Tree today, they had the red and they had the blue. So you do get 3 cups. So you get red, you get white, which is not in the middle here because it's in another bag put away. You get the red, you get the white, and you get the blue. So there are 3 different colors. So I was happy to see that because I was like, that didn't make any sense to have a white one. Where's the red and the blue? Because if it's an Americana section, where are the other 2 colors? I did not see them, so I didn't know if they existed or not. But as things start falling into the store for Americana, you guys will see that. There's a whole lot of graduation stuff in the store too. Like if you guys have a graduate, they have a lot more stuff this year for graduation than they did last year. They have some wooden signs that are kind of made like this. They have some wooden signs this year. Those are brand new items for graduation. They have one that has a little stand in the back, like a picture frame, and it says class of 2025. They have the rubber ducks like they normally do. They have a whole bunch of like room decor stuff and things like that. They have little tickets and things you can sign, autograph things and stuff like that. So definitely go to Dollar Tree if you guys are looking for stuff for graduation. Definitely go now because a lot of people are going to start graduating the next couple weeks starting in May. So right now you can still find stuff at Dollar Tree, but in a minute you're not going to be able to. So definitely make sure that you guys go and check out some of those things that they have for graduation. So I'm actually going to pause this video. My daughter's about to walk through the door, and I'm going to grab that mocktail, and I'm going to share it with you guys. And I've decided, since this video is about 30 minutes, that it's going to be a part 2 for yesterday, or I'm going to say it's more Americana and summer finds part 2. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I am back. So yeah, so I've decided this will be a part 2 of... It'll be a part 2 of my Americana and summer finds. So I'm going to actually taste this. So there's 2 ways to open this one. And I'm going to give you guys a true, honest, give you guys a very honest review on how this tastes. Okay. So let's jump in. So this particular one is called the brand Without ready to drink mocktail. And this one is lime margarita. So lime margarita is not my favorite. It's probably going to be sour, but there's 2 ways to drink it. You can take this top off if you decide to do it chilled or on the rocks. You just take this top off and just pour it into your glass or whatever. Since I did it frozen, they have an option to actually take the whole paper off of the top. So I just twisted this off. So now I have my spoon that's from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to open it up and we're going to taste it to see if it's any good. If it's good, then I'll just kind of munch on it. But if it's nasty, then I will not continue with it, right? So I just kind of ran it under the water a little bit to get it slushy. So it does have a slushy texture to it. So let's try it. Ew. I don't like that. My first taste was weird. Let me see. Sometimes you try things a couple times. It had a weird kind of pepper taste to it. Let me taste it again. It definitely has a lime taste to it, but then it kind of has a strong taste to it. So it's okay, I guess. I guess it's a taste that you can be acquired, but I don't know how it would taste if it was like cold and maybe over ice. Maybe it would taste better. And of course, it's a mocktail. It's an alcohol, you know, it's called Without, which is a mocktail drink margarita. So without the alcohol and stuff in it, I'm not sure, but I think it might be okay, actually. I feel like the more you actually kind of taste it, it's not that bad. So give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so this particular, like I was saying, this lime margarita, it's okay. Like, I've tried it 2 times already. You know, sometimes when you try something the first time, it's not really that good. And then you try it a couple more times and it's okay. It has kind of like, it has like a strong taste when you first actually taste it. And then after that, it kind of like dies down. But it's really not that sour. But it does give a lime margarita taste. So I did find the strawberry one today. So if you guys find these at Dollar Tree, since they're only $1.25, definitely check them out. Throw them in the freezer. I think the next thing to do with this one, if I find this one again, is to maybe try it chilled. You could probably try this one chilled. And again, it is a mocktail. So it's one that does not have any alcohol in it. So you could totally try this one out. So if you guys find these in the store, definitely make sure that you guys check them out. You guys probably saw something in the background. That was my daughter's hair. Probably like, what is that in the background? Yes. So anyways, if you guys see this in the store, definitely try it. And then also the other option is, like I said, chilled, on the rocks, or frozen would be the way to have this one. The other flavor that they have is strawberry. So there's only 2 different options. So this one is starting to melt pretty quickly. But like I said, it was really solid frozen and or frozen solid. And I just kind of ran it under the welcome. I just gave her all her stuff for her Great Gatsby project on Friday. So I paused the video to talk to her about that. So she was grateful for that. So that's good. So hopefully she was able to use it and everything works out and all the people in her group do what they're supposed to do. But anyways, this does have a little pleat on the bottom, kind of like a juice box. That's what it reminds me of. But it's a mocktail, so it doesn't have any alcohol in it. So this is perfect for people that may want to kind of indulge in having like an alcoholic beverage, but they don't drink alcohol. So they want to have like, feel like they're like fancy drinking an alcoholic beverage, but it's a mocktail. So if you guys have tried this at Dollar Tree, let me know down in the comments. Let me know on this video what you guys found. This video is kind of like, it was supposed to be a add-on to my first video, but we're already at 32 minutes. So it's just going to be another video. It's just going to be another video. Just as simple as that. So again, I'm going to finish this up. It's actually not that bad once you keep eating it, right? It's not that bad and it's cold. But on that note, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for being here. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys have just found my channel and I'm eating an ice cream or a mocktail, frozen mocktail, subscribe to the channel if you like a frozen mocktail or a slushy drink. No, I'm just kidding. But I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel and be a part of the Lock with Leilani family. Be locked in with me. Y'all need to be locked in with me and be a part of the crew. So also make sure that you guys like this video on the way out. It does help the channel and its growth. And once again, I will have my friend Danny Nicole in my description. Pretty Brown Chicks is her actual channel. I mentioned her in the video today. And I will be talking to you guys in the next one. I don't even know what the next video is going to be, but I've already given you guys 2 Dollar Tree videos this week. So I think that's enough because I'm looking like a Dollar Tree creator or Treesta, like Lynn says, right? Lynn and Things says that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I'm everything. I do all kind of stuff. 2 Dollar Tree videos this week. I'm excited about it though. There's some new stuff there. So I had to do it. I had to do it. But you guys won't get another Dollar Tree video this week from me. It'll be something else. If I decide to share something else this week, which I don't have anything on the roster, but we love Dollar Tree, right? So I'm looking like a Dollar Tree lady because I'm doing 2 Dollar Tree videos in 1 week. So I guess I have done that before. Maybe I have given you guys one at the beginning of the week and one at the end, but 2 back to back. Y'all might get these, you guys might get these 2 videos in the same day. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.